director Leroy, and of course I'm joining. Look at y'all both wearing some denim here.
Here we
and some
go.
blue.
Yeah,
Here we go. Yeah.
Welcome to the party.
Yes, how are you?
Them dudes.
Great. We got whiskey, we got donuts.
I'm
we
telling
got
you,
turkey.
today's show is fun. And dogs.
And
And
Oh my.
everything you need
We've
for
hit
a wonderful
all-
watch party Wednesday.
One of my favorite segments. So what you got for us
All
this
right,
week?
starting off, we have All's Fair on Hulu, starring Kim Kardashian and Niecy Nash and Glenn Close.
Cool.
A team of female divorce attorneys leave a male-dominated firm to open up their own powerhouse practice focused on divorce. The fierce, brilliant, and emotionally complicated as they navigate the high stakes of breakups, scandalous secrets, and shifting alliances, both in the courtroom and within their own ranks. Now, I really enjoy this show because the cast is just an all-star cast. You
Yeah.
got Kim Kardashian, you got Tiana Taylor, you got Glenn Close, you got Naomi Watts, you have Niecy Nash, you
Yeah.
have Ed O'Neill.
Wow.
And it's just
Oh, Ed O'Neill?
Yeah, right, Ed O'Neill, man. It is just a great
How
show
long is
on
this?
Hulu.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yes.
The only time I've seen Kim Kardashian act was in the horror. Oh my gosh,
American Horror Story?
Thank you, American
Yes.
Horror
Was she
Story.
bad?
Well, it wasn't. No,
well,
I mean,
that means yeah.
It wasn't like amazing, but it wasn't bad. But how did she do in this?
She does great.
She's polished up a
right,
little
right,
more.
right.
Okay.
I don't know if she's, taking
Taking
from
classes.
personal, things
Right.
or what's going on in her life to use as inspiration, but she does a really good job.
Okay, good.
And she's been in a couple of movies. She was in the Tyler Perry movie. She did a great job.
Oh.
So Kim Kardashian
Okay.
really,
All right, she's
really
starting
does
to move
great.
up
Right,
in
right,
the
right.
movie.
Okay.
And surrounded by all this talent,
Right.
Niecy Nash, you have
She's
the
gonna pull
great
from
Glenn
that.
They'll
Close,
pick
then
it
you're
up,
gonna
yeah.
pull
They'll
from
carry
all
you.
the
You're an actor,
performances.
you know how that works.
They'll carry you
right,
along
right.
for sure.
Yeah.
They'll
So
throw
she
you
does
over
a
your
great
shoulder.
job. All is fair on Hulu. Please
All right.
check
Cool.
it out,
Right on.
everyone.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we head over to Netflix with the movie Frankenstein
I
from
wanna see this.
award-winning director Guillermo del Toro. Now, he's the Oscar-winning director
Yeah.
of Shape of Water. Dr. Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant but egotistical scientist, brings a creature to life in a monstrous experiment that ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation. We all know the tale of Frankenstein.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been told over
Frankenstein.
and over and over and over. I really enjoyed this movie. Now, heads up, it's about 2.5 hours
2.5.
long.
I did
Oh,
see that.
that's okay. That's
why I
fine.
haven't watched it
You
yet.
No, but I like
took-
movies that are like 2.5
I took a little
hours.
break, got something to eat, came back
Yeah.
to it. Now, the reason I like this movie, besides the fact that it's Guillermo del Toro,
Sure.
Right.
is the fact that he takes the movie and comes from Dr. Frankenstein's point of view and the monster's point of view.
Nice.
That's cool.
So I've never seen that before.
That's
I've
why it's
only
long.
seen Frankenstein
Yeah.
told from the Dr. Frankenstein's
For the
point
most
of
part,
view.
yeah.
But this is from both sides.
That'll
and
be
it gels,
interesting.
and it's awesome. So please check
Very
out
cool,
on
yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah,
And, and it stars Oscar Isaac. So.
Good night.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's good. Yeah.
All right, so next we're staying in Netflix with a documentary that has been very close to me, Being Eddie.
Oh, I've heard about this.
about
I wanna see
comedian
this.
actor Eddie Murphy.
Oh, man, I love
Being
it.
Eddie is a Netflix documentary offering an intimate, career-spanning portrait of Eddie Murphy. Directed by Angus Wall, it traces his journey from teenage stand-up prodigy to global superstar, blending behind-the-scenes access, rare personal moments, and reflections from Eddie Murphy and A-list roster of collaborators.
Ice cream.
Now this had the greatest impact on me because Eddie Murphy is on my Mount Rushmore of comedians.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has done it all. He has been a part of my life since I was little. And Being Eddie just encompasses his whole career.
Yeah.
It gives comedians, upcoming comedians, experienced comedians kind of a roadmap of how to do
Yes.
it, how to do it the right way. Eddie Murphy is still around. He's
Yeah.
still telling jokes. He's still funny, man.
And I love that he is basically accepted by all ages,
Absolutely.
generations,
Oh, yeah,
because of like
absolutely.
Nutty Professor
He's
and
done
Dr.
something for
Dolittle.
all
Right.
generations.
And
Pretty
then
cool.
all the way back to like Trading Places
Oh,
and all those
man.
kind of
Yep.
things like that.
Oh,
like
if
food.
I could
good
be in an
stuff.
Eddie Murphy movie, oh my goodness, I would
Just want to hang out with
I'll
Eddie
be
Murphy,
right.
man.
I'll be done if I could just be in a
Keep
movie.
manifesting.
Or
Right?
if I can open up for it, if he
Yeah.
comes back, do stand up. Oh my goodness.
Dude,
But please.
I'd just be cool standing in the same room with Eddie Murphy.
100%.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
just
good
the
grief.
cool coming off.
Yeah.
Of it is
Yeah.
Boomerang?
I
Dude, he
love
was so
Boomerang.
cool
I
in
love
Boomerang.
Boomerang. And Boomerang did such great things for African Americans because at that time people never really saw African Americans in those prominent positions.
That's
and
true.
Boomerang did it.
Yeah, that was
Right.
great.
Yep, Being Eddie on Netflix. And finally, we head over to Peacock, with Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. Now, this is about comedian Tiffany Haddish and her 3 childhood friends as they travel Africa for 4 weeks, exploring the continent, while discovering their ancestral connection. Congratulations. I really enjoyed this reality show, mainly because I'm a fan of comedian Tiffany Haddish.
Yes.
Also, it just shows sisterhood and the importance of friends and friends being there for you. And it's a reality show that doesn't have a whole lot of no fighting, no glass throwing, nothing like that. But it's full of laughs, and it kept me engaged, and it gave you the opportunity to see around the continent of Africa. So yes, Tiffany Haddish goes off on the Peacock.
Awesome.
Please check it out, y'all.
Thank you
That's
so
great.
much.
No
All good
problem.
recommendations. All
And of
good
course,
recommendations.
CMAs tonight.
That's right.
CMA
8 o'clock.
on ABC.
There you go.
right.
Thank you so much, Leroy.
No
Thank you,
problem,
Leroy.
y'all.
Good to see you, sir. I
You
gotta
know
go
where
take
we're
a walk.
heading